Hello, day 34. We're going to talk about cassia. Cassia, what I wanted to do was kind of compare cassia and cinnamon because they are related. They're sisters. Cassia is a less expensive form, and it is, I wanted to talk about it a little bit today. It's actually steam distilled from the bark, just like the cinnamon is. But this is a different form, and it has different properties. The main constituents in this blend, or in this oil, are the formaldehyde, the eugenol, and catechol. Now, eugenol is a analgesic. It actually has a numbing, kind of a numbing effect. So when you use an oil with this effect, it can be very comforting, and for any discomfort area, it can calm that area down. It's good for things like if you had a toothache or something like that. Cassia can be used in the place of cinnamon in your cooking if you choose. It's also helpful. You can take it in a capsule to help improve your metabolism and to support good sugar health. So both cinnamon and cassia you can use that way. Cinnamon is just a little more, it's more potent, so you wouldn't have to use very much of that. Cassia is also has antiviral and antifungal and antimicrobial properties. So when you diffuse it, you are helping lower the amount of microbials in the air to help improve the benefits of good health. Also, it is helpful if you apply it to dilute it. Of course, you're going to dilute it in, because it's kind of a hot oil, you may want to dilute it a little bit more. So maybe only 1 to 2 drops in a teaspoon, even for an adult, and for a child, definitely just 1 or less drops in a teaspoon of carrier oil. But you can apply it to the tummy, or you can put a couple of drops in a capsule and take it orally, or diffuse it. Some people get real benefits from nausea and prevent vomiting by inhaling cinnamon or cassia. It's also helpful in reducing and supporting the ears and the nose and the throat and lungs, in lowering the amount of the mucus that's in these areas, or the congestion in those areas. Let me read that because I want to be sure. Yep, you do. You take it in a capsule, 2 drops in a capsule, to help reduce this in your ears, nose, lungs, and throat. It also is great as a support for the kidneys. You can apply this on the reflex points on your feet, or you could apply it over the top of the kidney on the back to help support the body in its diuresis. So it is supportive of this, and also because of its antibacterial, antiviral properties, it can also be great in reduction of these things also in that area, in the kidney area. It's great too, as is cinnamon. They both are known as aphrodisiacs, to where you can apply these to the ankles, and it can help improve the libido. So that is something that cassia is. It's not quite as potent as cinnamon, but it works in the same way. And then we also talked about cooking with it. So it makes a mean pumpkin pie. apple desserts, anything that you would use cinnamon in. This would be a great one for that. So the properties of cassia are, it's great as a decongestant, it's a detoxifier, it's an antimicrobial, antiviral, antifungal, and antispasmodic. So it can help if you use it in a couple of drops in a teaspoon of oil. You can apply it to the muscles to help prevent the spasming. So it reduces that in the legs and in the arms, especially if you've done a lot of work and the muscles could be kind of sore and possibly go into cramping. You could use this to help that. So let's compare it now to cinnamon. I just wanted to compare the two a little bit. So that's cassia is what I was talking about. Now let's look at cinnamon and see the comparison. Cinnamon actually is formaldehyde also, eugenol, and phenol. So phenol is more for pain. And it also has antiseptic, antimicrobial, antiviral, antifungal, and as an aphrodisiac. So cinnamon has different actually properties than the cassia, and so it is, but it has very similar uses. So the difference is that cinnamon actually can be used as a support for cholesterol, whereas cassia is not. And it's also, but they're both cardiotonic, which is good for the cardiovascular system. So taking these in a capsule can be beneficial for the cardiovascular system as well as the metabolism, and to help support healthy sugar, healthy glucose levels. But they both can be used for kidney support, and they both are, like I said, antifungal, antibacterial, so anything that is related to that. That's why using them as a metabolism booster, and also can help cleanse and detoxify the system of antifungals and antibacterials. So use these two oils. They can be used kind of interchangeably in most cases, but they are sisters. They are a little bit different. But so now you know, cassia has a different aroma. I like cassia. I like cinnamon better, I think. Cinnamon to me is a little sweeter. Cassia smells to me, it smells like cinnamon, yet it's almost like it has an empty spot at the end, if that makes sense. It doesn't have a lasting aroma like the cinnamon, and it smells a little weaker, I would say. That's how I would describe it. Anyway, so give these a try. Try something new. Use some cassia. It's a little less expensive. Have a great day.